This girl walked into a law firm and told the lawyer she wanted to sue her own parents. At first, the lawyer thought she was joking. But then she handed over a folder, and what he saw inside left him stunned. The documents were detailed. They listed every surgery Anna had gone through over the past 11 years. But the shocking part was, none of these procedures were because she was sick. They were all done because her parents wanted to save her older sister, Kate. Before Anna was even born, life was perfect for the family. Then one day, everything changed. Kate was diagnosed with leukemia. And to make matters worse, no one in the family was a match for a bone marrow transplant. Not even a single match could be found in the National Registry. So, under doctors' advice, Anna's parents turned to genetic engineering to have another child. One whose DNA would be a perfect match for Kate's. That child was Anna. From the moment she was born, Anna was treated like a living donor. Whether it was cord blood, bone marrow, or stem cells, whenever Kate needed something, Anna had to provide it. No one ever asked her how she felt about it. In her parents' eyes, it wasn't even a question. She was saving her sister's life. A little pain, that was nothing compared to what Kate was going through. Thanks to Anna's constant donations, Kate miraculously managed to survive for another 11 years. But as time went on, her condition worsened. Her kidneys were now failing. The only way to save her was through a kidney donation from Anna. But this time, Anna said no. She took her allowance money and went straight to one of the top law firms in town, asking Attorney Campbell to help her fight back. Of course, her savings were nowhere near enough to cover the legal fees. But Campbell, who suffers from epilepsy, understood all too well what it feels like to not have control over your own body. So he agreed to take her case. A few days later, Anna's mom, Sarah, received a court summons while at the hospital. As a former lawyer herself, she knew exactly what that meant. First came the shock, then the anger. She simply couldn't believe what Anna was doing. How could she be so selfish? That night, the father called a family meeting. During the meeting, the mother kept blaming Anna for being selfish. She couldn't believe that while one daughter was suffering, and she had given up everything to take care of her, what she got in return was a lawsuit from her other daughter. While Sarah was furious, the father was torn. He knew asking Anna to donate a kidney was unfair. But he also couldn't just stand by and watch his older daughter go when there was still hope. But Anna was firm. Sure, losing a kidney wouldn't kill her, but it would change her life forever. She wouldn't be able to do intense sports, and maybe wouldn't even be able to have kids in the future. Her mom kept talking about the deep bond between the sisters, but never once did she stop to consider Anna's feelings, or how all this would affect her future.
Anna,
I'm important too, Mom. I'm important too. Let me go.
Her dad stayed mostly silent the whole time, but deep down, he understood Anna more than anyone else in the room. The truth was, this whole situation, this mess, was their fault. Over the years, he and Sarah hadn't treated Anna fairly, not even close. And now, he finally decided it was time to respect the fact that Anna had grown up. She had a voice. She deserved a choice. Sarah had always thought her husband would be on her side. But now, even the person closest to her was pushing back. That hit her hard. She felt completely alone. After all, it was their decision, together, to have Anna in the first place, hoping she could save Kate's life. So why was she the only one being blamed now? She had sacrificed so much for this family. She'd quit her high-paying job as a lawyer just to become Kate's full-time caretaker. She never complained, not once. When Kate's illness got worse and her hair started falling out, the girl became so self-conscious she'd cry under her blanket every night. And without hesitation, Sarah shaved off her own long blonde hair to make her daughter feel better, to be there for her. She even sent her oldest son away to boarding school when he was just a kid. She knew he needed love and care too. But with Kate so sick, she had no choice but to push him aside. She knew it was unfair to him, but she did it for the family. Every decision she made, every sacrifice, was it all for nothing? Burning with frustration, Sarah stormed into Campbell's office. She demanded that he drop the case, arguing that Anna was too young to legally make her own decisions. But Campbell calmly handed her the signed authorization and lawsuit documents. Every line was clear. How many times Anna had been in the hospital, how many procedures she had endured over the years.
Mrs. Fitzgerald, did you ever say to yourself, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I took it a little too far?
I'll see you in court.
Kate's condition was getting worse by the day, and her time was running out. The doctors had no choice but to issue a critical condition notice. But Sarah couldn't accept it. Kate lay pale and fragile in the hospital bed, yet her expression was calm. Outside the room, her mom was still arguing with the doctors, fighting desperately for any chance. Kate knew her mom hadn't always been like this. She had become this way because of her. Kate pulled out a photo album she'd flipped through 100 times. It held all their happiest memories as a family. But to her, it was also a reminder of all the guilt she carried. For her dad, her mom, her brother, and especially for Anna. She knew how unfair things had been, and she hated being a burden to the people she loved. In the little time she had left, Kate just wanted one thing: to go to the beach, to breathe fresh air, to feel free. The doctors agreed. At this point, whether she stayed in the hospital or not didn't really matter. Fulfilling her final wish was more important. Meanwhile, her mom was still fighting for her daughter's life. She tried to block the lawsuit, telling the judge that Anna was only 11. A girl that young couldn't make a decision like this. But those words hit the judge hard. She'd just come out of the pain of losing her own daughter. So, the judge called Anna in and spoke to her face to face. Anna looked at the apple juice in the judge's hand and was flooded with memories of her sister. She remembered when her sister used to trick the nurse with that drink, pretending it was urine. Lost in her memories, Anna started crying. She asked the judge what it felt like when her daughter passed away. The judge understood. She'd been there. She'd lost her daughter and felt the guilt too. Now Anna was going through the same thing. Sometimes, those who were still alive had to learn to let go. So, the judge didn't reject the lawsuit. Instead, she decided to go ahead with the trial and give Anna a fighting chance. Back home, Sarah found out that her husband had arranged for Kate to leave the hospital and fulfill her last wish to go to the beach. But Sarah was totally against it. She was worried that Kate might catch something at the beach, and it would just make her worse. This sparked a huge argument between the couple. Sure, it might seem kinda dumb to fight over something so small, but honestly, they both had their reasons. To the mom, Sarah, their oldest daughter, Kate, is critically ill. So sick that doctors have already warned she might not make it. Taking her to the beach in this condition could make things worse. But the dad sees it differently. He knows Kate has always dreamed of seeing the ocean, and if her time is running out, why not give her that one last wish? This disagreement was a microcosm of the couple's broader family struggles. Years ago, in order to save Kate, they had a second child, Anna, a so-called savior baby. From the moment Anna was born, her body wasn't just hers. Whenever Kate needed something, stem cells, bone marrow, Anna had to give it. And thanks to Anna, Kate got 11 more years of life. But now, with Kate's health deteriorating further, she needed Anna to donate a kidney. And it was at this moment that Anna filed a lawsuit against her parents, seeking to regain control over her own body and refusing to donate any longer. The father, though devastated, chose to respect Anna's decision. But Sarah refused to give up. As a former lawyer, she was ready to take the case to court herself. Even so, after calming down, Sarah eventually showed up at the beach. She holds Kate close, like trying to keep hold of sand that's slowly slipping through her fingers. Kate stares out at the waves. She's only 14, but from behind, she looks like someone at the very end of life. Sarah gave in on the beach thing, but she's not ready to give up on Kate. Court day arrives. Sarah stands before the judge and tells the whole story. She even brings in a team of doctors who all agree, medically speaking, Anna should donate the kidney. One kidney to save a life? Sounds like a fair trade. But Anna's lawyer had a tough question. Was this really just trading one child's health for another's? Hearing that, Sarah's guilt flashed across her face. But she quickly said it was wrong to make Anna go through this. But it's the only way to save Kate. She couldn't choose one child over the other. That line left everyone speechless. Then, Sarah turned to Anna, asking her why she wouldn't help her sister. She couldn't believe Anna would just walk away like this. After all, Anna had always been kind and loving, even helping Kate when she was in a tough spot and needed to be cleaned up. So why was she retreating now? Sarah believed there had to be another reason behind Anna's decision. When Anna was confronted by her mother's questions, she struggled to find the words. Just as she was about to say nothing, her older brother, sitting in the audience, suddenly demanded that Anna tell the truth. But Anna wasn't willing to share.
Jesus Christ.
Sarah couldn't believe it. All of this was Kate's idea. It was Kate who asked her sister Anna to file the lawsuit. All these years, Sarah had hoped to extend her daughter's life. In fact, she had known from the beginning that this was a battle she couldn't win. But the strong-willed Sarah refused to give up hope. Sometimes, though, too much love can become a burden. Holding on too tightly can easily turn into stubborn obsession. At the end of the day, this path led to a fear that if she lost, there would be no way back. It was only now that she remembered what Kate had often said about letting go. But at the time, Sarah dismissed Kate's heartfelt words as just despairing talk. After countless failed attempts to convince her, Kate had finally chosen to persuade her brother and sister to help her fulfill her wish. Kate wanted to ease the burden on the whole family, not become a weight that dragged everyone down. Of course, she wanted to live, but not by draining her family's blood and tears just to hang on. She missed the days when she could run freely and laugh loudly, but those happy times were gone. She wanted to go, but she knew her mother would never let go. To keep her alive, Sarah ignored the feelings of others. She overlooked her son's reading difficulties as he grew up and disregarded Anna's fear of donating. From the very beginning, it was never about Anna not wanting to donate her kidney to her sister. In the end, the judge ruled in Anna's favor. She won the case and gained the right to make decisions about her own body. But by then, the verdict didn't really matter anymore. Back at the hospital, the doctor told Sarah that Kate had, at most, 2 days left. That day, friends and family all came to visit Kate, sharing stories and laughing about old memories. Kate hugged her brother, then her sister, without saying much, just letting her love show through a warm embrace. After everyone had left, only Kate and her mom remained in the room. Kate handed her a scrapbook she'd made herself, like she was giving her mom all the love she had. From the moment she was born, everything her mom had done for her was recorded in that album. Kate even remembered going to summer camp as a little girl. She was scared she'd feel homesick, so her mom had made sure she got the far left window seat, so when she looked back, she could still see her mom waving. And now, she was in that same seat again, only this time, it was a one-way train to heaven. This time, Kate let her mom lie in front of her, so when she turned around, she'd be able to see Kate. She held her mother gently, just like her mother used to hold her. Her whole life, Kate had been protected by her family. But this time, she finally got to be the one protecting them. That night, Kate passed away quietly. After that, every year on Kate's birthday, the family would gather at her favorite beach, sipping warm coffee and soaking in the same sunlight Kate once loved. In the chilly wind, Anna would wrap her hands around her cup, as if she could still feel Kate's warmth. No matter how many years go by, Kate will always live in the warmest corner of their hearts. With that, the movie ends. My Sister's Keeper is a heartbreaking film. It explores tough questions about medical ethics, but also what it really means to let go of someone you love. The mother's actions might have been controversial, but in the end, I can understand where she was coming from.